Sinking Media, powered by BYD. Izzy, Asif, another fantastic event. And again, you keep saying you're going to do it bigger and better, and you've done that now. Hughie Fury, I will talk about a couple of the fights because the card is incredible. There's so many fights, but because we'll be here all day if we talk about the whole show. Hughie Fury, Christian Thun. What a mad fight that you've set up there. The guy's 9-1 against Hughie Fury, 6'9", and he's come to win.
Listen, he's come to win. And certain things as a promoter, you know about a fighter when you're dealing with him. They're serious about coming to win. And whether he's got the capabilities, I can tell you one thing, he's going to put everything on the line. He come here 2 weeks early, so he's based out in America, Canada. And he's actually flown in here 2 weeks early on his own finance, own accord, just to put himself, get climatised and get ready for this fight. You know, other things like, he bought 25 ringside tickets. As a promoter, that's a telltale sign. This guy's not coming to lie down. Listen, we expect Hughie Fury to do the number. Peter keeps saying Hughie's up there, he can mix it with the big boys, you know. He wants to mix it in the world title fights. Well, he's got to get rid of Christian Thun and put a clinical performance on, not just get the win. And I think he's going to make that. I think Hughie Fury tomorrow night's going to make a statement. To say, I want to be with the big boys. I want to be on these big fight nights. I think he's going to really go out there and put a statement on for the fans.
How confident are you that Shaquille Thompson's going to be dealing with the occasion? Because there's a lot of pressure on him in front of his home crowd against an experienced fighter now.
My only danger is I hope he's not emotionally too involved, because, you know, he's got to keep focus and he's got to use his attributes. He's a tall, awkward southpaw. He's got to use them. Not getting too much of a dogfight with River Wilson Ben. He's got the ability, but we believe Shaquille Thompson is one of the best middleweights in the country. Bar possibly one or two, Hamza Shiraz, and maybe one more maybe. That we believe he's not there at that level quite yet, but he's got to get rid of River Wilson Ben. And this fight, a lot of this card is about levels. They believe they belong in the top kind of ranks of British fighters. Go and prove it tomorrow night. And Shaquille Thompson's got one of them fights. He's got to show that I'm the real deal and do a clinical finish and performance against River Wilson Ben.
Indeed, it should be a great show, and the fans can tune in tomorrow night on the DAZN YouTube and the main app. Just want to quickly talk to you about the press conference yesterday for the Riyadh season. Chris Eubank Jr., who we spoke about a few weeks ago, because you said he had some news happening with Billy Joe Saunders. So we saw Chris yesterday put a nail in some promoters. What did you make of that? And any worries about potentially that ever happening to you?
Chris Eubank Jr. would never say that to me. I would have been over that desk onto his head and I wouldn't have. I'm joking, but listen, he said what he said. I'm not my style to say things. I think if you've got issues or something concerned with certain people, I'm more of a sit down, let's sort it out. But he said what he said. I didn't really get too much clips of it. He called them scumbag, which, listen, it's not my style. He's got his own reason. I don't really know the history between the promoter and fighter. But, yeah, listen, he said what he said. I think he's apologised and he's been put to bed. But we're in an era now where boxing's changed the kind of dimension, and promoters are working together and fighters are working on different platforms, which I think is great. So it just gives more strength. And what Riyadh season doing and Turk's doing is massive for the sport, and promoters working together. And hopefully one day you'll see GBM and myself up there working with the big promoters. And listen, he said what he said. He's apologised, put it to bed, and it'll just crack on.
Any news on Billy Joe? You told me a couple of weeks ago there could be some news, but we've not heard nothing.
Nothing yet. As soon as it's come, Billy's, still in talks. There's still one or two things to kind of get over the line. But like I said many times before, Billy Joe Saunders does what Billy Joe Saunders wants. And he's his own man. He's not pressured or influenced by money. He's invested well. He'll come on. But when he comes on, he'll come for the right reason. And I keep saying it, I think he'll still beat Chris Eubank Jr. even though he's got the inactivity. I think he's just got that natural skill, natural knack about him, and a ring IQ that he still beats Eubank Jr.
I know the show's sold out, so fans tune in tomorrow night. Should be a great show. Izzy, thank you for your time.
Yeah, every single ticket's gone. Phone's still pinging away. There's not a single ticket available, none on the door. The only place you can watch it live on DAZN, the biggest sporting platform in the world, the home of boxing. Friday night, it's going to be a special night for GBM, and you're going to see some dramas, upsets, tears, joy, all sorts. It's all going to happen.
Izzy, thank you for your time.